So a lot of you asked me about this post right here and everything that I did to go from that first picture to that second picture. So I'm just going to give you guys a little pointers and a few tips and tricks that I did that helped me get from basically point A to now. So that first picture that I took was in December of 2024. And after I took that photo, I was like, what is going on? Like, I was literally like so confused because I'm like, so I took that photo and I remember that day I had like, I think it was toast and some grapes and my stomach looked like that. So I was like, I gotta get this together. So that January I did like a little revamp. I was like, I'm going to be going on a body recomposition. I'm doing something. So the first thing that I did was I cut out protein powders because they always made me feel sluggish. They always made me feel bloated. So I cut out protein powders and then I focused more on my diet. So I ate a lot of whole foods. I cut out processed foods. I tried to even cut out like a lot of sugars because they just were not doing my body good. And since I was like doing a revamp and it was also part of like the new year, new you type of vibe, like it was kind of easy to just kind of go with the flow with that because I was like, I want different. And I know, I know by the end of next year, my stomach not gonna be looking like that after I eat some fruit. So I went ahead and I started incorporating more whole foods, and I have a lot of posts, not a lot. I have a few posts on my page. I just recently posted one. I know people are asking like, what did I eat? Like, what does that look like? I do have like a picture. I think it's like a picture post on my page recently. If you scroll a little bit, and it has like ideas of like different types of food I eat. I'm not like super strict with my food. I did cut out a lot of dairy. It was hurting my stomach a little bit, so I did cut out a lot of dairy. And then I also switched up my style of workouts. So I started to incorporate more like walking, more running, more lower like intensity workouts. I wouldn't really say running is lower intensity, but it definitely helped heal my gut. I don't know what the correlation between running and your gut is, but it definitely helped. I also started to do like more Pilates, more yoga. I started doing Pilates at home first before I went to like any studios or anything like that because that's free. You can get it on YouTube. I did Move with Nicole, Pilates by Izzy. Yeah, Pilates by Izzy. Yeah. But yeah, I started with them and it worked wonders for me. Now, I'm not saying you need to go and do yoga, you need to go do Pilates, no. But I would definitely look, if you are trying to heal your gut, I would definitely look at what you're putting into your body. And then also, if you are in any type of like stressful situation where you're stressed out all the time, your body cannot really fully relax unless it's in like a safe space. So I had to like stop stressing myself in terms of like putting so much pressure on myself. And I think that's also where the running kind of correlated and tied into it. I think it was like more of an outlet for me. I think it helped me like get stressed out that I guess I didn't know was like building up in my body. So like everything that we do and everything that goes on in our whole entire body is core, like it's all ties back to your gut. So if you're like in fight or flight mode or you're stressed all the time, like your body is going to show that and it's going to wear it. So when I definitely changed like what I was eating, cutting out sugars, it definitely reflected like my skin got better. I started feeling not as sluggish. When I cut out protein powders, I felt amazing. When I started replacing like protein powders with actual food, and I feel like my gains were 10 times better. My gains were there with protein powders, but I also gained a lot of extra unnecessary fluff that I felt like I wasn't wanting. It was like fluff that I didn't really want. But yeah, I just felt like I have way more energy. I started to juice. I know a lot of people ask me about juicing. I haven't juiced in a while, but it is coming back, so I will be juicing again. I don't have any particular recipes. I just use a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables. I put ginger and lemon in almost every single juicing video, and apples, because apples are a good like fruit to juice. They have a lot of like you get a lot of liquid, you get a lot of juice from some apples, and I always wanted like different flavors in apples. You get red and green, and you get that different mix with different fruits. Give my body enough rest. 4 to 5 workouts a week now gets me like. And honestly, sometimes 4 will be enough. Depending on the week, like if it's my monthly and I do 4 workouts that week, I feel great. Sometimes when I do 5, I'm pushing it. So definitely know your body limits. I would definitely start with the food, and I would also try to see like what if there are any stresses in your life. Because sometimes it's not even like your workouts. Also, if you are lifting like super heavy and you're trying to lift all this heavy weight, just maybe add 1 day of stretching in there, just to like give your body that like rest and switch it up. Because for me, once everything else started to flow better, once my gut started to feel better, I wanted to do all these different things. Like now I'm doing like a push-up series because I'm like, oh, okay, look, like I can do a push-up. But like if you would ask me to do that in 2024, I would have been like, who's pushing what up? I can't push nothing up because I'm the things that I was eating, the things that I was doing, it was holding me down. And so it just, and I'm not saying that's an excuse, I'm just saying that's just where my mind was at. Like it didn't even cross my mind to like do push-ups, do pull-ups, do all these things. So when I started to heal my gut, I started to feel better, it started to show. But yeah, I just ultimately think that healing your gut can honestly heal you in a way because you learn your body from the inside out. Like I know before even eating something if it's gonna mess with me in a good way or a bad way. A good way or a bad way, I mean like not make me gain weight, but I'm saying like is this item gonna make me feel sluggish or am I gonna have energy after? And sometimes I'm willing to take that depending on what it is. But then other times I'm like I just can't eat that right now because I know like it's gonna have me feeling sluggish for the rest of the day. A lot of foods with sugar do that to me. They make me I go like I get the jitters and then I like crash out. It's kind of like how some people get like that coffee. You get the jitters and then you crash later because it's like too much sugar. My body's not used to all that. Don't get me wrong, I still do eat sugar. Crumble had them Dubai cookies last week and I got a few. Yeah, but other than that, and then recently, the only thing different that I have started, it's only been a week and like 3 days now. I started to do the warm water in the morning first thing we wake up. I always just drink regular water, but something about the warm water has definitely been a game changer for me. But I'm trying to keep this short. I don't want to like talk your head off. But yeah, if you have any other questions or anything like that, I will try to make like a more in-depth video in terms of like what foods and stuff like that later to come. But I just kind of wanted to get that out there because I was getting a lot of questions about what I did. But yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. Bye.